Hey, Vito here. I want to jump right in. I got a topic that I think is super relevant right now while we're out there trying to make sure that we are making a difference in people's lives. And what it is I get often questions from coaches and fitness professionals and just honestly people that are out there working their businesses about how to be more influential with my customers, my coaches, my teammates. You want to contribute. You want to influence your team. You want to change your customers' lives, but sometimes the question is, how do I get it done? How do I make sure it doesn't happen randomly, but that I can have this happening day in and day out because you know how to get it done? And to share with you real quick, 6 ways to get this done. Number 1, I want you to go check in, all in. What do I mean by that? That means be present, be all in, be dialed in, have your ears open, be listening. Cut out the distraction when you're with people. It's easy to go through the motions and be with somebody, but it's very tough to be engaged and present with people. People with the most influence are the ones that are right there, right in your eyes. And they're listening, they're engaged with you, they want to know what's happening. It's the difference between being the dad that pats the head on the kid and is just like, yeah, so what happened today? All right, that's good. Yeah, I just need to relax and watch some TV. Or the one that's just like, what's happening with you, buddy? Tell me about it. Or being on a call with one of your staff or in a meeting with the staff or being on with a coach and actually asking enough questions to hear what they're saying. Cutting out the distractions, shutting the Facebook down, shutting the phone off, getting rid of the text messages and all that. Instead, just being like, you know what? I'm here for you. What's happening? So, you want to gain more influence, check in, all in. Number 2, I want you to help people get out of their own way. People are stuck in life and in business and in relationships and in finances. But sometimes they've been head down so long that they just can't even get out of their own way. They don't see anymore what's been there. They've been so stuck in a routine that it's just like become what it is. And we want to help them see it's not what it is, it's what it's going to become. And that sometimes means that you got to be in there and help them by really being that person that goes in and asks the tough questions, that is engaging them in meaningful, purposeful conversation. I get party conversation. A lot of people want to say, you know what, we can't ask these deep questions. That's deep, that's tough, that's whatever. Good. We need more of that. Obviously, there's not enough people out there living happy, fulfilled, satisfied lives. So you know what? Maybe let's frickin' change the conversations. Who cares about the weather anymore? Who cares about what's happening on pop culture and social and TV and that kind of stuff? Sure, that's fun for a little bit, no doubt. But when people are stuck, you have to be that person that's asking those deep questions, just like, so how long have you been stuck there? Why are you choosing to be that way? You got no other options? There's nothing else that you can do? I think that if you start dropping those kind of questions into people's lives, they can start looking at you in a whole other way because you literally might be the only person showing up in their lives that's asking those kind of questions. I remember with some of my greatest mentors, it wasn't all the stuff that they taught us, it was just the things that they made us reflect on or think deeper about. And it was just along the lines of just being like, you know what? That's a good question. And I don't have an answer right now. But no one's asked me that yet, so I gotta go do the work to figure that out. Otherwise, I'm just still in my way. If we're gonna help people get out of their own way, be that person. Be that person. I have cleared dinner parties and tables and things like that just because I'm like, yeah, I'm going to ask some real stuff here. I'm going to talk about what's happening in the world. I'm going to talk about what's happening in our lives because it matters if you want to go out there and say, I want to live my best life, not just some life. Make sense? Cool. 3, I want you to teach other people how to think. So we were just saying that some of the greatest mentors I've ever had were the people that basically made me think deeper. Because they helped me not only just get out of my way, but they helped me realize, hey dude, like this pattern of the way you're thinking, is that working? And I had to be like, well, I don't know if there's another way to look at it. Well, hold on. What if you looked at it from this angle, or this perspective? And that kind of stuff makes a difference because today, let's be honest, today, thanks to Mr. Googs and all that kind of stuff that's out there, if we are just out there with our staff or with our coaches or with our customers, just teaching how-to stuff, just teaching how to get fit, how to lose weight, how to make money, honestly, that's Googleable today. That's free today. That's a commodity today. That's like rice and beans out there. Not much difference in that. What changes is how you help them see the value in it, see a new perspective in it, a new insight in it. I'm always sharing with our coaches on our Beachbody team that I'm like, listen, here's the thing. When you're out there in social media and you want to say that you want to get more followers and things like that, if you just keep posting, hey, here's my shake, here's my workout, hey, check into this class, let's do this that is just, there's nothing special about that anymore. That's the generalist market. But if you're going to be unique and you're going to go carve out a serious audience, you got to start being like, I have a spin on things. I got a way I'm going to show you how to think about this stuff. And that's going to help separate me from everybody else. Because I'm like, what people are stuck with isn't, let's use this fitness as an example. They're not stuck on, hey, how do I do that push-up? How do I do that workout? Oh, cool, that kettlebell swing. Not that that stuff's not important. Not that you can't do that kind of stuff. Of course, we do that. But when we're talking about influence and gaining followers and having people want to follow you and you generating a tribe, it's more along the lines of, hey, what values have you discovered? What life lessons have you found? What discoveries did you make in life? Share those things. Because it's like along the lines of like I was sharing with the coach, I'm like, hey, you know that most of your customers for your challenges are stuck with time is the excuse that they use all the time. So how about when you make your videos or you make your posts and you do that stuff, you tackle that and you start talking about like, telling the story about like, you know what, about 3 years ago, I remember when I was out of shape, struggling with my weight, I would use time as the excuse every day. And yet I still sat on that couch. Until the one day I learned that, you know what, if I can create time by taking a look at my day, getting rid of some stuff that was just not necessary and whatnot, I found that I created a half hour every day. I created a half hour every day. And I kicked that bullshit time excuse to the curb. Hashtag time is excusitis. I'm making crap up. But do you see how you could take the way you learned how to handle an objection or how you learned how to get through something in life and make that the post? Because the people following you or the friends in your life or the staff that keep telling you, oh, I don't have the time to work more, do this and that, you can be like, you know what, I used to say that all the time too. But you know what I found is this. And you're teaching them how to think. Because if you can teach other people how to think, you can help them get out of their own way, and you can really help them break through into the next part of their lives. And when you deliver results in people's lives, and not results just in fitness and weight and this and that, but results in their way they're living, the way their relationships are, the way their finances are, the way their happiness is, then you're going to have those people that are willing to follow you and ask you to lead them somewhere. And isn't that what we're all about in this for? So that we're learning these kind of skills and these kind of ways of doing this so we can lead more people? So you got to teach them how to think so you can break out because of that commodity market, because you have a different way of teaching the same lesson that many others have taught from your own worldview, from your own experiences. And that's what's important. So be that person. Number 4, you got to show up consistently. People say a lot, but they don't do a lot. Let's be honest about it. People always have that hit and miss mentality. I'll do it for a little bit. If I didn't get awesome results, I'm out. I'll go shine to the new thing. That shiny object mentality, that bounce around all the time mentality, that's why people don't get to that next level of success. And that's often why we don't gain the followers or the influence that we want, because it's kind of like that wishy-washy feel. It's that like I'm in sometimes, I'm out sometimes. you ever read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, great book that success is built upon the small, unsexy, daily habits done over and over and over again. Not winning the lotto, not some big jackpot, but just showing up every day. The question you always have to gut check yourself is, are you showing up consistently every day? Oh, nobody liked my post. I'm not going to do it anymore. Oh, I wasn't able to work with that coach. I'm not going to do it anymore. Oh, this didn't work. I'm not going to do it anymore. Listen, just because something didn't work for you a few times, many times, doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means you haven't figured it out yet. And that's where getting coaching, getting mentoring, getting all that kind of stuff in your life is going to be out there. Because I see watch a lot of people like, blogging doesn't work. Blogging works. You just haven't figured it out yet, and you haven't been showing up consistently enough. It's a great coach on one of the Beachbody networks, Melanie Mitro. She blogged, I forget the exact number, like 387 days in a row with nobody ever responding to a blog, but she did it because it was her showing up every day. That is the mindset of a winner. And that's why she's a multimillionaire now. Number 5, be the success. Be the success. Be the example. Rise from your adversity. Get past your fears. Kick the self-limiting beliefs to the freaking curb. Because the world's watching. Your friends are watching. Your family's watching. All these people are watching. So if you go and try something, like opening up a new business, trying a new thing, trying a new fitness program, whatever the case might be, and you just go, and the first sign of adversity, the first sign of fear, you fold up your tents and pack it up, you're just reiterating to the point that, like, most people's common belief that, success is for the lucky or for the few. Bullshit. Success is for the people that are consistent, the people that keep showing up, the people that learn, the people that execute, the people that implement. Period. So you just got to decide to yourself that, you know what, no matter what, I'm all in. I'm going to keep on going until I become, I don't care if it happens in 6 months for some, could be 6 years for some, could be 15 years for others. But everyone's watching, and if you're out there in your social media and you're talking about this and you're putting this in emails, you're talking about your struggles, your vulnerability, you're talking about your successes, the failures, all that, people are following the journey. And they're going to start seeing, like, you know what? Man, I saw how you started posting like 5 years ago when you first started your business. And now look at you. I mean, like, you got a 6-figure income. You're living a different lifestyle. I see you traveling and whatnot. How did you do that? And then you're there. Because people are going to start seeing that you're the success. And you're going to be like, I'll show you how I did it. Because you can do it too. I'm nothing special. I just stuck at it. So be that success. So others can believe through seeing you overcome your trials, your tribulations, that they can do it too. People will see themselves in your journey. And lastly, serve. Go out and serve people. You want more influence? Just go serve more. Listen, a surefire way to kick fear to the curb is to serve more. A surefire way to create influence is to simply serve more. Because all you got to do, anytime you're in doubt, anytime you're wondering what to do, it's just literally, how can I help you? What do you need? Just those questions alone, you can never do wrong. You can never miss the mark by serving more people, putting a hand out to other people, opening the door and saying, what can I do for you? And checking in, all in, being there, present with them and saying, I got your back, what can I do? And maybe in that process you're serving, you get an opportunity to help them get out of their own way. Maybe you get an opportunity to teach them how to think. Maybe you can show them how, you know what, you can keep on consistently showing up and this is going to change. And little by little, you're going to become that success. Because when you go out and serve, you engage in your leadership. When you engage in your leadership, your influence goes up. And that's the mission that we're all about. When you can go out there and just decide that, you know what, if I put all these 6 pieces together and I just trust in the process and I keep going out and fulfilling on this, I'm going to be able to help people go out there and do more. And if they're doing more, not only are we going to see their lives change, but we'll see other lives change, and in that process, our lives change. Isn't that what this is all about? How do we help ourselves continue to always evolve? By serving others and giving them the ability to go out and make the impact and changes in their lives so that we can watch that ripple effect of people's lives compounding upon success and happiness and fulfillment. And that's what gives us that ability to go out there and do more and potentially earn more with what we're doing, and then go out there and simply be more. What we like to kind of call living the fitnesspreneur's life.